I was watching a news in which they stated that the UK is trying to ban X from Elon Musk because of the grok problems and all those things, man. But I just saw another guy speaking on the news about it's out now in the open that FBA is a MAGA Fuentes organization. What I was saying in all my videos. Yeah, told you so. That's why I was saying, you see it there again. Bush Negroes, Plantation Negroes. There, you see, Black MAGA who use religion are the worst. So it's a real phenomenon and it's normalized to be KKK for Black Americans. That's why I'm not, yeah, surprised, but still not surprised because of the history. But I thought these things would never happen again, like back in those days. But it's the same thing. But when you tell people 500 years later, like your ancestors used to work together with a Caucasian, they will say it's a lie. But you see the same thing happening live right now. Black MAGA. Yeah, I know. These are the same people who were with BLM fighting so-called against those same people. When it's other people, if it's not a Black American, they don't care. But other people are supposed to regard them in with their feelings. Even Tariq Nasheed made a video that Ishowspeed is disrespecting Black Americans by going to Africa. This nigga is sad, man. This nigga, you can really see that this Tariq Nasheed has no father, man. He can only speak about Caribbean and other who of whom he thinks is a threat to him by being alive. This nigga is a big fish in a small pond. He can only pull this off because those Black Americans of his FBA are even more stupid than Tariq Nasheed is, man. Stealing openly and yeah, just saying. Yeah, this guy was speaking like one of these so-called Tariq Nasheed FBA guy. I was saying to him, not to him, but to the Black Americans, like they're not supposed to help immigrants. I'm gonna show a part of his video in a moment, man. See, this is so-called Black Americans reacting to Ishowspeed tour in Africa. But the thing is, if you watch the views, you will see 2.4K views. But if it's a attack on Caribbeans and Africans, it would have maybe 200,000 or 20,000 views. Because of exactly bought views from MAGA. They sponsoring it here. Black MAGA ironically tells black people not to be used by immigrants while being used. That's the guy I was saying. I've shown him before in another video. When he was explaining that then this Donald guy was Jamaican and not then black. But he is 30% Caucasian blood, so he is not black. That's what they don't understand. Are Africans and 30% Caucasian blood? No, so Black Americans are not black because black people are Africans. They are Black Americans. They are quatron. You have half bloods and you have quatron. If you 25% Caucasian colonizer blood. So they are the children of the colonizer, just like I said before. See here, Ishowspeed Kenya tour has made black people proud. But many of them are mad and check, you see, 400 views. If it was against Africans, it would have been like 40,000 views or 400,000 views. Because Elon Musk and those guys would go and so boost it and artificially. That is Tariq Nasheed, you see. Ishowspeed Africa tour being twisted to disrespect and foundational bug broken Americans. So this nigga cannot do anything else but to speak on immigrants. That is the most openly co-intel pro that I've ever seen, man. This shameless guy who was acting like he was an Pan-Africanist, lying around going to Africa, just like this African diaspora guy. And and I see that the Afro think tank is trying to save the day. What I'm saying is we have no time to find out who is FBA and who is African American. Understood? That's what I'm saying. We have no time for that. grown-up men supposedly coming out here seeking attention, like in a soap series stuff, seek for attention, and then, yeah, man, let's be brother. No, we have no time for that, man. We have real life out here. We don't know who is FBA, and we don't know who is African American. The African of America living in the Quilombo, they are people from the jungle. And this Jesse Jackson came and took the name and applied it to his people in North America. It's not their name. It was meant for Maroons. Even that was stolen, and these niggas went after that and stole Maroon and Haitian history like it was them. Yeah, just saying. So you can see the racism KKK Fuentes of Tariq Nasheed. This is his stuff. So it's official what I was saying, that they are not our people. Now you can see it for yourself. They are the children of the colonizer. That's why he was keep saying that he's 20% colonizer blood. But he wants money for what happened to enslaved Africans. You see here, he has to go and use the other people, a real man, in everything he does for him to appear to be like a man also. Because everybody at Tariq Nasheed is attacking. None of those people know him. It's just like Umar Johnson using an Douglas name and Marcus Garvey's name to appear, to step into the light. Yeah, to catapult themselves into the future. And it is the same Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, and the vitalness of FBA getting on code. But this is the same Anderson who went and took money on the name of the Maroon. He's not Maroon. $92,000 that he was building Africa City in America. So it was all an up. They tried to use the dashiki and culture, Ogun, Shango of Africans to reach this point and then fall back like they meant anything. Like anybody forced them to identify with the Bloods and the Crips while stealing everybody's history shamelessly. But when you have no God, that's what you're going to do. See? The raccoons are happy with their father. See? I told you. I told you that their ancestors are the one who killed the slaves in America. You thought that was a joke. No, you see it now. They are now shamelessly proud with Tucker Carlson over there, and they are the raccoons. Nigga. They are the raccoons, nigga. That's what I'm saying. And don't forget that the land they're speaking about is supposedly of the Native Americans. That's how shameless these niggas are. They have no language, they have no culture, they want reparation because they lost their culture and everything, but still claim that to have a culture because they have no understanding of the world. That's why they are called stupid and a minority. Just saying. See? Well, this is Korean, the most racist in Asia. Yeah, I'm showing you this, that the behavior everywhere where there was colonization, you have the same behavior. Because it's about the same colorism thing in Asia. The darker you are, the less worth you supposed to be. You see, so Ishowspeed believe he's of African roots, but his dad thinks different. So why are these niggas asking for reparation for what happened to Africans? That is what I don't understand. Just imagine, because to me, Black Americans are just like a Chinese or the Caucasian. I don't feel a Black American different than from a European Caucasian. Really. That's what they can understand. That's what this nigga, I don't feel them any differently. You see, these niggas is like a Chinese coming out and saying every day, I'm not African. And people will say, but why are you saying that? We can clearly see that you are not. Nothing about a Black American is African. But maybe their hair on their head. Just straight it out and be done with it. That's why they came with the straighting hair of the curly hair in the 80s to become mixed, or appear to be mixed in those days. You see that? They already telling you we were never the same. That's why why are you making Maroon movie when you know that you're the enemy of my ancestors? You are a Negro. My race doesn't know you. Maroon doesn't know you or nor acknowledge you and your colonizer father, of whom you claim to have 30% blood. Just say. Zambia ditches dollar for you one. Yeah, this is the friend of Tariq Nasheed and FBA Nick Fuentes. Uh, you see here? Has FBA delineation hit critical mass? He's so happy. I told you this is the American Colonization Society. That's Tariq Nasheed and FBA and their ancestors with Claude Anderson and Eidos. It was those same people who sold the slaves to slavery where I come from in America. That's what I know. That's why sometimes I'm even surprised that continental Africans will come and tell other stories. No, the people I know in America selling slaves are city Negroes from the plantation, and they could get their freedom by killing Africans in the jungle and Native Americans. That's why they were called freedmen. In Dutch it's called freemangrong, because it's the same. Nigga, you see here? And this guy is clearly mixed or whatever he is and speaking about African. If you are 40% Caucasian, it's clear that you're not African. Why even ask? You see, I call him a slave. And they are proud of it that this Caucasian KKK Tucker Carlson is saying, is calling is talking to a guy who is calling that guy a slave. They are proud of it. I told you so. I told you that these are the people like Sanchez. Don't you see even Sanchez, his name is Mexican, his children are Vietnamese, but he hates immigrants. It's in their blood, nigga. Even that Sanchez is a soldier from the US Army. You see, I call him a slave and the black Americans are cheering it on. They are happy that the colonizer, whom they have designated that he is the devil, of whom they have 30% blood, but they are proud of it. And they want money on top of it for what happened to Africans that they hate. Speaking about the devil. Yeah. And even this Phil Scott is one of them. All fakers. Yeah, just saying. See, black as, you see? Yeah. See, I call him a slave. And Tariq Nasheed and everybody is proud of this. I told you so. Even this guy who used to say that the liar one, Josh Bacon, who used to lie that he is from Guyana and Panama. Now that he thinks that black Americans from United States can get money, he's all of a sudden he's now FBA. That's the bug brokenness level of these niggas. Bug brokenness, the Caucasian is busting their ass and they turn around and attack somebody else of whom they think is weaker than they are. And you can see it systematically now. So they are originally racist. Black Americans are officially racist because they use the resources they have to oppress Africans and Caribbeans. So it's systematic racism against immigrants. That's black Americans, like their ancestors in the past. So this Donald has the right to kick out black Americans from the Caribbean and from Africa. Let them go back to the plantation with these two Carlson. And that's why I said, if an immigrant says they are slaves, they get mad. But when the colonizer who raped them and did all these things, they said to them, they are fine with it. You see it? Well, but they are slaves. That's why I was saying they are beneath me. You see, the Caucasian is telling them that they are beneath this Donald guy because this Donald doesn't have slave blood. So he is of royal blood. Because there is only two, the slave and the royal. So these Africans and these Caribbeans are the royals and the black Americans are the slaves, like they supposed to be. Like my God said it should be. Yeah, just saying. So they are proud to be slaves. That's why they were called loyal slaves. These freedmen with a D at the end. Those were called loyal slaves. Yeah, just saying. See, I call him a slave. Black American replaced by African American. Check this nigga's hair. Is that an African? This nigga look like, that's why I was saying if Somalians say they are not black, I don't care because they are mixed. This guy is clearly a mixed guy. Why speak on African if like anybody sees this guy as an African? That's what I'm saying. These niggas are like bitches out here looking for attention. They can only speak about other real men. These are all Negroes who used to be in the red pill section manosphere, Negro manosphere, speaking about women's hair. Yeah, then now I understand why they say these niggas have no father. They don't know where they come from because they are really lost. And I don't mean like the lost tribes of Israel, more like the lost children of the devil, the colonizer, you said. See? FBA talking points. Who is using them? I told you. MAGA KKK. The same people who went to Venezuela, the same people who assassinated and Kwame Nkrumah. Are these people, the CIA. Yeah. And now after James Small cooked this up with Phil Valentine and those guys, they withdraw themselves like it's Tariq Nasheed doing. And no, to me, all these niggas, black Americans, United States blacks, they are all FBA. These niggas think they're gonna come out here and then I am African American, and no, you're not. I am the African of America. I come from the jungle. Those people live in Akompong, Quilombo, Palenque, and Juca, where I come from. We don't know you niggas about to be the children of the colonizer. See here? Yeah, this is the guy who used to say Josh Bacon, that he was so-called Guyanese. After Senator sent him away, he was Panamese, and now he's FB and openly supporting the KKK. So I'm happy for them that they are happy because now we can laugh about things like George Floyd. We can now make jokes about that on stage. With like the thing like I can't breathe, all those things are now up for grabs if you want to make jokes. Yeah, you can make jokes now about burning crosses on chicken eating Negroes, chitlins eating Negroes lawns. You can now make jokes about the slave movies. That's right, nigga. It's all gloves off. That's what I'm saying. Alright? That's why I was saying a jigaboo Negroes who were raped for 400 years still think they are men. Yeah, just. You can see that they didn't grow up around real men. That's why they make videos complaining like the bitch niggas they are, man. That's cause that's what they really is. Alright? So this is Trump saying he's gonna attack Greenland, but the UK doesn't want them to come to the UK to use them. See, no, you can't attack Greenland from here because they wanted to use the UK, England to attack Greenland. These niggas is sick. See, Tapal Carlson lost foundational black Americans. I told you. Plantation Negro. What did I say in all my videos? They are working for MAGA, the KKK. Yeah, American Colonization Foundation. It's these niggas of American Colonization Society. Our foundation is the same thing. See that? And this Tucker Carlson is known for his Fox News days. See, and oh yeah, Muslims banned from Argentina. Alright? This is the guy, the slave master of Tariq Nasheed. Don't you see how he looks? He's pimping Tariq Nasheed live. Tariq Nasheed think he's the pimp, and this guy is pimping all the black Americans. This guy can now go and sleep with 10 black American women at this moment. Because he's sitting on this Tariq Nasheed's neck. He has told the world that he is really a slave. He acknowledges, the black Americans acknowledges their position as being a slave of this Caucasian. And he's saying it in their fucking face. And what are they doing? Exactly nothing. They can do, nigga. See that? That's the shit I was talking about. This nigga is saying it in their face. You are a fucking slave. And they think they are ridiculing the Donald guy from Jamaica. No. That's the way how stupid these black Americans are. He's just using it to tell them that they are slaves and that is what they're gonna be and stay. And be thankful for that, for my God. That my God is showing it live to us so we can see it. Nigga? See here, this is them speaking. Yeah? This is them speaking. James Fishback. Yeah, bug broken. You see? Fishback. He's pushing it up Tariq from the back. He's fishing him, hooking him up from the back. Busted open. Preparing for arrest. Yeah, you see here, and this racist also O'Shea American tether who lives in Africa, and then making videos against immigrants. Shameless Negroes, man. They have no culture, nigga. They have no culture. The bug brokenness. This is the father of Tariq Nasheed, of whom he has 30% blood, man. You see the difference? And when they say they are Jew, whose name is NDU. Bush Negroes origins, you see? And those are plantation Negroes, you see? Those are the enslaved Africans. Told you so. We are not the same people, nigga. And that's the real talk. Let's see what video I
on
got
CNN.
Here. Yeah, this
He
is the
cried.
part.
He said, I just couldn't believe that all these. It was like the Groypers or something. All the.
So this is the one in which these bug broken Americans they were saying to some black Americans not to support the immigrants. Let's hear it.
Fuentes guys and stuff. I just can't believe they would treat me like that. They hate black people. They hate gay people. You're both. What do you think they're gonna do and say to you?
Why? People, do not let these liberals use you and make these protests. Black people, do not let these liberals use you and make these.
So this is the guy I've shown you before in different videos. He was one of those guys who was saying Caribbean people are not descendants of slaves. And I am not, so I am Maroon, I'm from the jungle. So I don't know why these niggas want reparation, because they are clearly mixed with the blood of the Caucasian, the colonizer. So they are the children of the colonizer. They can't get money for what happened to African people because they are not Africans. Africans don't have 30% colonizer blood in them. Just saying, they are just like Obama and Kamala Harris to my race. That's what I'm saying.
Protests against ICE about you. Do not go start advocating and putting yourselves in harm's way.
On CNN. He cried. He said, I just couldn't believe that all these. It was like the Groypers or something. All the Fuentes guys and stuff. I just can't believe they would treat me like that. They hate black people. They hate gay people. You're both. What do you think they're gonna do and say to you?
Why? People, do not let these liberals use you and make these protests. Black people, do not let these liberals use you and make these protests against ICE about you. Do not go start advocating and putting yourselves in harm's way for these illegals. You need to let that fight be about the illegal immigrants and those white liberals that are making money off of them, okay? Because this is not about you.
You guys want to know why this is so funny and ironic coming from this guy? Because this guy is a gay black MAGA who went to a Turning Point USA event once. Wasn't invited there for anything, but went to a Turning Point USA event. Then went to a bar down the street from the Turning Point USA event and was heckled, bullied, and called racial and gay slurs by the white people at the Turning Point USA event that he is now bootlicking for. You gotta understand, this guy cried on CNN. He cried. He said, I just couldn't believe that all these. It was like the Groypers or something. All the Fuentes guys and stuff. I just can't believe they would treat me like that. They hate black people.
You hear it again? Whose name did you hear again with in association with FBA? Nick Fuentes. All these niggas work for Nick Fuentes' gang, MAGA crew. The same people who sold the slaves, and when I say it's not a metaphor. No, it's really them. Yeah.
Because this guy is a gay black MAGA who went to a Turning Point USA event once. Wasn't invited there for anything, but went to a Turning Point USA event. Then went to a bar down the street from the Turning Point USA event and was heckled, bullied, and called racial and gay slurs by the white people at the Turning Point USA event that he is now bootlicking for. You gotta understand, this guy cried on CNN. He cried. He said, I just couldn't believe that all these. It was like the Groypers or something. All the Fuentes guys and stuff. I just can't believe they would treat me like that. They hate black people. They hate gay people. You're both. what do you think they're gonna do and say to you? So they called him all types of.
I told you Tariq Nasheed and the black Americans, they wanna be treated like the Caucasian. It's just like the thing of MLK. They were protesting to be able to go where the Caucasian live. That's what the only thing that these black Americans ever wanted, those guys from the plantation. To become like the colonizer. But they will tell you the colonizer is the devil for what they did to them. I don't care about those things, man, because it's their children. They were there together fighting against my race, so just saying, why would I pity the enemy of my ancestors? Nigga? So you've seen it that it falls back to one name. Fuentes.
Tell us what you agreed to take that money this early in a primary, which is unprecedented. You know this. How unprecedented. Because I got a call from the Foundational Black American Society here in Florida who reminded me that Byron's mother is Jamaican, he is Panamanian, and they found it quite insulting, in their words, that he would try to claim victimhood of slavery without a single descendant of American slaves in his family.
I like those foundational guys.
They're so good.
Tariq Nasheed and all. I mean, I don't agree with everything, but like they've got a perspective. If your family's been here 400 years, and the descendants of a lot of American slaves or families have been here 400 years, I don't know. I think that gives. I'll listen to you. Like you've
100%.
got, you've got a point.
Yeah, but who is you to call Carlson to listen to them? The Native Americans, of whom you said they were there for 10,000 years ago, aren't they the one who's supposed to say who is allowed to stay or who is not? You are an invader. Your God is the devil because you stole a land and you claiming that your God still allows you to be on that land after you claim to be civilized. Why don't you give the land back to the Native Americans if you say it's theirs? And prove your God that your God is a real God. The devil will not come out here and with their children and think they will come into my space or our space. No, cursed people will stay over there for what you and your children have done in the plantation days. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, these niggas think if the plantation Negroes forgive them, how can a child forgive their father for their atrocities which they have committed against Africans and Caribbean people? Because the plantation Negroes are the one who sold the Caribbeans and the Africans into slavery. That's why you have bush Negroes and city Negroes like I've shown you. And that's the real talk, nigga. That's why these niggas out here, James Small, acting like, yeah, we were never all one, nigga. 500 years you have attacked and tried to eliminate my race, and now you wanna come and act like we were one. It was for this reason. When all these people, Jamaicans and Africans, would be together with these black Americans, these niggas would come out at the end and claim lordship over everybody. Yeah, this is for them getting on code, working for the Caucasians, selling Africans and Jamaicans, Caribbean people. Yeah, nigga. That's why I told you that is their thinking about Pan-Africanism of black Americans. To use it to make money and sell dashiki and going around misusing women and all those stuff. That's their goal.
You still stand on that?
I seen a document.
Are you gonna be like act like a black woman or just be a woman?
No, I'm gonna be a woman.
Okay.
Because I respect you. I don't respect him though.
Some black women are prideful and they just say, "Screw it." So
I'm
what?
Cuban and black.
No, you're a Negro.
Oh.
Drop a Negro makes you.
My mother is black, so I'll take that.
There it goes.
But I am predominantly Cuban, but my mother is black. I'll take that.
Well, Cuba is part of the 12 tribes of Judah. So
the 12 tribes. Yeah.
Hey guys, in case you've not heard, let me just let you know. Ishowspeed apparently is currently in Africa. In the continent! I'm sorry for shouting at you. It's not you. You're not the problem. I'm going to do this very calmly. You know I've been practicing. You guys have seen me coming along way. But Ishowspeed is in Africa. Touring all 50... No, he's not actually... No, he's not doing all 54. He's going to do about 20 countries. But he's currently... I think he has done South Africa and Angola, a few. And I don't know. I really want to talk about this because it has been popping up on my own timeline, right? And I've been seeing the reactions from our American brothers and sisters. And I'm here with all love, sincerely speaking. I need you guys to understand that I'm here with all love. And it is something that I want to talk about because I have spoken about the beef between African Americans and Africans, or Black Americans and Africans, and how I think is ridiculous. The fact that it is taking Ishowspeed to come into this continent for some Black Americans to say, I didn't know. I didn't know that Africans are so welcoming and they like us. I didn't know Africa didn't even have huts. I want to genuinely approach this as nicely as I can, but it's proving a bit hard because it's giving ignorance. You are in the 21st century. There are other places that exist beyond America.
You see what I was saying? That's why I'm showing this part. These Black Americans are so stupid, they think they are the one who are black on this planet, when there is 1.5 billion Africans, black people out there. Even Brazil is 100 million African people living there, but these bug-broken children of the colonizer want to come with colonized blood of the Caucasian and claim to be Africans and Caribbean and Jamaican. Get the fuck on, man. You are the European seed. You say the Caucasian is the devil, so Black Americans are the devil's seed. Nigga, you cannot be even Israelite, because y'all niggas said it goes through the father, and the colonizer, the European, whom you have designated to be the devil, is your father. Can you, I don't say you have to say, can you are the one who came out and said that you Black Americans are 30% the colonizer European blood of America. So when, since you said those people are the devil, they are your father, so your blood is devilish blood, and it's been shown. Nigga.
I was invited on one of these paid trips to Israel as a young business professional, and I very quickly found out what it was. It was a propaganda trip.
So these are the guys that are sponsoring FBA Black Americans to do all these things with Tariq Nasheed. Let's see what they are. What I'm showing you this so you have an idea what these niggas speak about, because they are niggas to me, man. Let's see.
I was told that I couldn't just share them online, yeah. But there was this young man named Muhammad Ibrahim. He's a 16-year-old kid from right here in Florida, and he was accused without any evidence. So as a result of that accusation, he was put in an Israeli military prison without any due process, no trial.
Wait, is he an American citizen?
Yes.
Florida governor. He's young, he's aggressive, and he is saying
This idea of Washington, D.C. negotiating a trade deal with China, and then 600,000 foreign students are going to come to our universities, maybe a third of them to Florida colleges, where their taxpayer-funded universities are going to have to give up their seats from Florida kids from Charlotte County or Lee County to kids from Shanghai and Beijing. It didn't make any sense. And so I'm running because I'm the only...
And that's literally true?
Literally. That's part of the current framework, this bilateral framework between the U.S. and China right now, is that D.C. is now, as a concession to the Chinese in this tariff war, that we're going to have to accept 600,000 Chinese foreign students at our schools.
And you think you're getting 200,000 in Florida?
We could get 200,000 here in Florida.
And they would go...
I didn't see FBA make any videos against that. You see how covered this Tariq Nasheed and his bunch lineage is, just like their ancestors, nigga? Did you see any videos against any 600,000 Chinese students coming to the United States? I didn't see those videos, bug brokenness. Black foundational bug broken Americans. Let's hear it again, a bit of it, man.
1,000 Chinese foreign students at our schools.
And you think you're getting 200,000 in Florida?
That's part of the current framework, this bilateral framework between the U.S. and China right now, is that D.C. is now, as a concession to the Chinese in this tariff war, that we're going to have to accept 600,000 Chinese foreign students at our schools.
So I told you they was kicking out the Africans and Caribbeans to bring in different races of people. When I told you that this FBA foundational bug broken Americans are the seed of the Caucasian, and that has always been the case for 500 years. Plantation Negroes, city Negroes, kitchen Negro, piggy belly eating Negro, house Negroes. That's all their name. Have you seen any videos against the 600,000 students coming to America? Of course not, because they are not black. It's supposed, yeah. That's how sad these niggas are, man. That's
a firm called Azoria that actually launched at all places at Mar-a-Lago last December 2024. Kevin Roberts was there. President.
Agree with you absolutely and completely. And that's, by the way, how a civilization forms its culture, is through education, right? And you can't educate the world. That's not your job. And in fact, it's counterproductive to having a distinct culture. So
that was funded. And so it is old, probably worked a job in Florida.
Right.
live their whole life. Their parents lived their whole life there, possibly. So all of those taxes that they paid over their 18 years, their parents' 45 years, collectively built that university, funded dormitories, janitors, professors,
Of course.
the chief DEI officer, right? All of that was funded. And so it is full freight in an instantaneous sense. But if you take a holistic view, the kid who just got here from Shenzhen, who doesn't know what a Florida orange juice, like none of that,
Right.
can't possibly, both in an economic sense, but I think, I mean, not to sound
Exactly. So why would any of the world any country in the world accept what the United States slave and colony is saying about any policy? All those bases in the foreign countries need to be kicked out because the United States have bases everywhere. So those countries should kick all those bases out. That's how it's gonna be for you niggas. That's what I'm saying.
gay, but in a spiritual sense,
Yes.
you know, like in a spiritual sense, does not represent our state and our heritage.
It's the opposite of gay, actually. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, but your heritage is slavery, killing Native Americans and stealing their land and saying that you are the American. That's what the devil have done in since beginning of time. That is what the devil has done in since beginning of time. Stealing shit and claiming that it's yours. Your heritage, nigga, your heritage is a bug-breaking Tariq Nasheed. That's why we can use him here in the Atlantic Ocean. Just toss him in the Atlantic Ocean and drive through his bug-broken asshole.
Absolutely and completely. And that's, by the way, how a civilization forms its culture is through education, right? And you can't educate the world. That's not your job. And in fact, it's counterproductive.
Because against white Christian men.
I'm aware.
Okay. A $1 million.
Tell us what you agreed to take that money this early.
Right on CNN. He cried. He said, you know, I just couldn't believe that all these, it was like the Groypers or something, all the, you know, Fuentes guys and stuff. I just can't believe they would treat me like that. They hate black people. They hate gay people. You're both. What do you think they're going to do and say to you?
I'ma leave it at that. And that is what I mean. So these black Americans, they rather be with the KKK, yeah, than to be with Africans or Caribbeans. Because we are not the same race of people. They are not our bloodline. They are not our descendants. They are not descendants of Africans. They are descendants of the colonizer. 30% blood. They are just like Obama and Kamala Harris. If Obama is not black, black Americans are not black. That's how simple it is. Are Africans people with 30% colonizer blood? No. So they are not African. Are black people with 30% European colonizer blood? No. So they are not black. Simple like that, nigga. I'ma leave it at that.